Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. It's that time of the week again. It's time for the Undervalued Key Show! Alright, guys. Now, before we get dived right into that, I do want to let you guys know about our 500 subscriber giveaway. And when we hit 500 subscribers, we'll be giving this book away. It's a Silver Cerberus #1, the origin and first appearance of the Silver Cerberus. And if you guys are Cerberus fans, and hopefully I thought you guys would think that's cool, all you have to do is like the video, comment down below, and that'll enter you to win, and be subscribed to the channel, and that'll enter you to win. When we hit 500 subscribers, we'll be raffling the book off, and I'll put up a video to notify the winner. Alright guys, now let's go ahead and get dived into what the undervalued key of the week is. Now you may have saw it on the on the thumbnail. So without further ado, we have the Mighty Thor #1. And you guys may be like, what is that book, Jacob? I know about Jane Foster as Thor, but I'm not completely familiar with that book. And that's why I put it on the Undervalued Key Show. Is I think a lot of people don't know about this book. It's kind of under the radar. And so my copy's 9.4. It's just a really awesome book. So the key significance to this book, we'll start there today, because it's just it is a minor key significance, but the key significance to this book is it's the first solo title, featuring Jane Foster as Thor. So it's the Mighty Thor #1, and one of the things, that we always talk about here on the Undervalued Keys show that I feel like is very significant when it comes to, the comic books is the cover, right? So the cover really matters when we're talking about keys, and kind of can, over time, over years, differentiate the keys in the prices on the books. So guys, this is one of the coolest covers, and that's why I wanted to show this. So, and why I think it's an undervalued key. It's one of the main reasons, really, is this cover. I don't think a lot of people have seen it, and so, hey, no spoilers for Thor: Love and Thunder here, but slight reference to Thor: Love and Thunder. So I'm sorry, but I will not spoil anything. I think everybody does know that Jane Foster is in the movie as Thor, if you saw the trailers. And you would probably assume that they would touch on her cancer storyline, and they do, guys. And it's kind of significant in the movie. And I honestly was touched emotionally by it as someone who has experienced the effects of cancer personally in my life. Not me myself, guys, but just somebody I know. And like a close family member, and so this definitely touched me a lot. And one of the things about this cover that's so poignant to me is, if you see here, if you look closely, I'm gonna bring it up close so you can really see there. That's her. That's her right there in the center. Without, with no hair, with the hospital gown on, having undergone chemo and everything. And then there's, kind of transposed behind her the hero that she becomes, right? And so poignantly, I'm trying to keep composed here because this does hit kind of personal and close to home. So poignantly here, we have Thor with his back turned to Jane Foster. Disappointed in her that she won't stay with her promise of not picking up the hammer anymore, and just keeps getting sicker. And I don't know if you guys got that from the movie, man. Hitting a lot closer. Okay, so I don't know if you guys got that from the movie, but just to explain basically what's going on there. is that's an allegory, and this happens a lot. That's an allegory for a real life situation where someone is afflicted with cancer, and through that they decide that they don't want to undergo chemo, that they want to fight it out themselves. Um, because they're scared of what chemo could do to them and all those things. And I know, guys, I'm sorry if this is hitting like super close to home for you as well, but I think that's one of the reasons why over time this specific book is gonna hold a lot of value. Additionally, I wanted to show this before I sat it down, because that front cover is really a lot of where the emotional heaviness hits, but it also is a super awesome wraparound cover with all of the other heroes there on the back, as we can see. Um, yeah, so it's a really cool wraparound cover, and as I kind of stated there, it holds a lot of personal meaning to me with the cover, the significance of the cover, what the storyline is actually inferring to, and how that hits close to home for me. And I think it does for a lot of other people. Unfortunately, guys, cancer has affected millions and millions of people, and so yeah, the story resonates. You know what I'm saying? And so that's those are the key things about the book. It's the first solo title, ongoing title for Jane Foster as Thor. It's got this really awesome gatefold wraparound cover that just has a very awesome message on the front cover that really conveys the storyline that's being told within the chapters of, or you know what I'm saying, the within the comics that are in this run. um and additionally, guys, really portrays as well what happens in the movie, on an emotional level. And I think that long term is really going to resonate with people. And so those are the reasons why I think this book's cool. As always, let's get dived into numbers so we can see, the other reason why Jacob Comics thinks this is the undervalued key, and why it's the undervalued key of the week. All right, guys. So to start with, this book came out in January 16th of 2016. So it's not that old a book. It is not that old. It is a 6 year old book. Um, Now the total and all grades on this book is a little bit strange because there are a bunch of variants of this book. I do actually think that this is the one that's gonna hold my personal opinion. I think this is the one that's gonna hold the most value because it has the best cover. However, I do want to point out that there are a lot of variants of this book. So total and all grades for this specific copy, guys, I'm serious. There are 243 copies on census of this book. Now, for the variants, there are 700 total of all the variants, which gives us a total of 943 copies on census of the Mighty Thor #1. So there's almost 1,000 copies on census, guys. But this specific one, the gatefold wraparound cover, which was the cover A, there are only 243. And so we're going to cover the specific numbers for just the gatefold wraparound cover. On the 9/8, there are only 148 copies in the world right now on CGC census. I'm sure there's probably some more out there, right? In the 9/6, there is 59 copies. In the 9/4, there are 18 copies. So there's there's actually only 18 of these other ones in the world. And I assume that there are a lot more out there and people just haven't submitted it because, as always, we'll get dived into numbers here. And I think the numbers we'll see why people really aren't submitting this book right now. But that might change in the future. Jacob Comics kind of thinks it will. I think it's a cool book. If not, I'm happy to own it. I think it's awesome. And it means something to me. So in Raw, you can get this book in the Raw for just 10 to 15 bucks. So it's a super affordable Raw key, and yeah, that's not a bad price at all. And that's in the high grade because it's not that old a book, so there are a lot of high grade copies still out there. Now in the 9.8, I was able to find on eBay buy it now, shipping included, for $110. In the last 2 months, guys, there was a low of a 9.8 sale of $57 and a high of $107. So not too bad. I think the guy that bought the low of 57 for not a 9 and got a 9.8, that's a good deal. Yep. And the 9.6, we have a buy it now of $71, a low in the last 2 months of $51, and a high of $107. Now, as always, all the prices are shipping included plus tax. So I don't add the tax because that's different in every state. Then in the 9.4, guys, a 9.4, since there are only 18 copies in the world, there was no listings and I was unable to find any sales data. So, however, I did find one small hint of sales data. There was one sold listing of a pair of two of these books. One was a 9.4, just like this one, and the other one was a 9.6 that was signed by somebody. I'm going to assume Jason Aaron or Dodderman, one of the two, either the cover artist or the writer, right? So, but and that sold for $125 for both of them. They got the 9.4 blue label and they got the 9.6 signed for $125. So I'm not sure, but there was no other data for 9.4. So yeah, that's what I have, guys. Mighty Thor #1, the first solo title for Jane Foster, with this super awesome gatefold wraparound cover, and just some cool significance there on the front cover, kind of portraying the storyline that lies within the book. So yeah, that is the Undervalued Key of the Week, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And yeah, if you guys do like this kind of content, click the link below, shop on my eBay store. Also, check out my Instagram page. I do lots of live sales, and I'm currently trying to sell this $50 ship mystery box. I would super appreciate the community's help on that. It's actually a lot harder than I thought, and any purchases would really help me towards my goal of selling out all 30 and being able to raffle off the winning 6 boxes and send all that out. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and cue the advertisement. Check it out, guys. I could really use the help. All right, have a good day. Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. All right, I'm really happy and excited to share this with the community. So what we have here, what are we looking at? It's my first ever mystery box. It's DC and Marvel only, #1s only. So it's all going to be all #1 issues, all DC, all Marvel. They're going to be a guaranteed value of $60 on every single mystery box. There are only 30 boxes total. And all I'm asking, guys, is $50 shipped. So $50 shipped, and I'll guarantee you'll get $60 in value in #1 Marvel and DC only. And yep, there's also going to be 5 grand prize winners. And the 5 grand prize winners or mini prize winners are going to get $100 in value mystery prize box. So they're going to be 5 boxes valued at $100. And then there's going to be a grand prize winner, guys. And the grand prize winner is going to win this Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #1 slab in a 9.8 of the Del Auto Virgin Edition Scorpion Comics limited print. And additionally, not only are you going to get the slab, but you're also going to get a $60 mystery box as well. So you'll get to open up a mystery box full of #1 issues just like everybody else, and you'll get this cool slab. So that's the grand prize winner gets the slab and a $60 value mystery box. And then there's going to be 5 mystery boxes, mini prize winners valued at $100. And then, yep, only 30 boxes total. So I'm asking for the community's help and support on this one. If you guys could help me out and help me to sell out of the 30 boxes, that'd be super amazing. And yep, these are some of the books that you'll see in the mystery box in the #1 only Jacob Comics first ever exclusive mystery box. All right, guys, and the best way to find out how to purchase them is to get a hold of me on Instagram at Jacob_comic. So it's the same as my YouTube, but without the S on the end. And again, I really appreciate the community's support and helping me spread the word about this mystery box. I thank you very much in advance. And yep, we'll see you guys tomorrow as always, and have a great day, okay?